Alright, for this project we're going to be learning how to take selections that we've made and convert those selections to a different color so that it looks realistic, like it was always supposed to be that way. First thing you're going to need to do is open up your previous selections that you've made. I'm just going to do a very quick, kind of a simple review of how to use those selections tool. I'm going to start with the selection brush, and I'm just going to use my quick select tool, and we're going to see how that does for us real fast. Okay, that's not too bad. Obviously you'd want to make a better selection than that, but I'm not going to spend the time right now to do that. We've already reviewed that lesson and had an experience on that lesson. Right now what I want to do is take this bunny shirt and change it to a different color. If I use the Control, Alt, and finger scroll to zoom in, you're going to see that there are some highlighted areas. There's some shaded and shadowed areas. There's even a reflection of the soccer ball on this bunny shirt. If you simply go into the color swatch or the color picker, I'll grab the color picker and I'll pick yellow. And then I'll use my paint bucket to paint the bunny shirt. Does that look realistic? It looks flat. There's no highlights, there's no shading, there's no shadow, there's no reflection of the soccer ball. So painting is not the way to change the color of something. So I'm going to edit, undo, Control Z, or simply click the undo button a couple of times to take this bunny shirt back to its normal color. Let me show you now how to change the color of that and make it look realistic, like it was always meant to be that color. Now that I've made my selection, I'm going to go up to Enhance, Adjust Color. Yesterday we did the Convert to Black and White. Today we're going to do the Adjust Color. There are several different options that we could take advantage of here. But in a basic course like we're trying to have this year in the 8th grade, we're just going to use the Adjust Hue Saturation. It's easy and it works wonderful. Hue is the scientific word for color. So the hue slider is what we're going to use to change the color of it. Saturation will make that color pop if you increase it, or it'll pull that color down a little bit if you decrease it. Lightness and darkness kind of makes sense. So I'm going to change color, and I'm going to look for a yellow because I think I'd like to try to make these two Jackson bunnies who are playing soccer against, let's say that's a Lake bunny. So right now we got 3 teams on the field, and that doesn't make any sense. So we're going to try to make it 2 Jackson bunnies. So I'm going to find a yellow. The yellow is over in this area. So I'm going to start using my slider and try to find that yellow. Now I see kind of a tinge of yellow there. It's a red, yellow, orange right now. So I think there's a lot of yellow in there. I'm going to try to make that yellow pop out by increasing the saturation. And I'm going to increase the lightness. If I go too light, that's no good, but so there I'm getting a similar yellow. I'm going to try to make a little bit bigger adjustment here. Try to get a little closer. Maybe increase the saturation some more. And now I've got 2 yellow bunnies. When you're happy with your color, you're going to say OK. And then you'll go up to Select, Deselect. Now please notice that I still have the highlighted areas. I still have the shadows. And I still have the reflection of the soccer ball. Okay? So that's how you change the color of something. A pretty simple process after you've made your selections. What if you want to change the color of something that really doesn't have a color? Anything that is white, gray, black, or black and white, or silver. Anything that's white, gray, black and white, or silver, the computer does not recognize as having color. So, how do you change the color of something like this soccer ball? Again, we need to make a selection. I'm going to make a selection using my selection brush this time. And again, I'm not going to spend your time re-showing you how to make an awesome, perfect selection. Obviously, you need to do a whole lot better job than I just did there. So, pretending that I've done a really great job of selecting this, how do I change the color of something that has no color? I'm going to go up to Enhance, Adjust Color, Hue Saturation. That's the exact same thing I just showed you when I changed the bunny's shirt. Here's the difference. This time I'm going to click Colorize, and it's going to assign a color to the ball. Matter of fact, I'm going to press Cancel because I am in the Subtract From selection. So I'm just going to go to Select, Inverse, and I just have the soccer ball now. Alright, so I'm going to go back up to Enhance, Adjust Color, Hue Saturation, and this time I'm going to choose Colorize, and it will try to assign a color to that soccer ball. If what you're trying to change the color of is white, then you're going to need to decrease the lightness. I can start to see yellow pulling through. Increase the saturation, and there's your color that's pulling through. And this time, I don't want a yellow soccer ball. I'm going to try maybe a purple soccer ball. That's a nice Jackson purple there. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And then I'm going to simply say OK, select, deselect. Now what if I want to change the color of the black? I'm going to switch to, I'll try my Magic Wand tool. In this case, the Magic Wand tool is doing a pretty decent job. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that one. No, I thought I'd get a lot of the shadow, so I'm not going to do that one right now. I'd have to do something a little more precise. I'd probably use the selection brush instead. But I'm just going to change the color of these. Enhance, Adjust Color, Adjust Hue Saturation. Again, same thing we've already learned, but because it's black, white, gray, silver, black, and white, in this case black, I need to colorize it. If it is black, I need to lighten it, and you'll see color starting to pull through already. Increase the saturation. When you're happy, say OK. Well, I'm not going to adjust my hue because I wanted the yellow. Say OK, select, deselect. And that's how you change the color of something that has no color. In the case of the soccer ball, whether it's black or whether it's white. And this is how you change the color of something that already has color. And that's our project.